Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to definitely keep the inspiration going, especially when it comes to your young ones. Now, with a mid-year rest done and dusted, our little ones, of course, new school term is right around the corner. I don't know if parents are excited about this, but you have to get prepared for it. That's one thing. And today we've got Woolworths buyer Chantal Adonis in the building, as well as technologist Kathy Mackerel. They're here to prepare them for the upcoming months of learning, also developing, and of course, most importantly, growing, because the kids grow so incredibly quickly. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Carissa. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Chantal, maybe I could start with you to talk about where we begin when it comes to back-to-school essentials, so the kids can basically take on the next adventure stress-free, and parents also know exactly what they're getting themselves into.
Yes, absolutely. So as you know, at Woolworths, we have all your bases covered. So we've got all of your school clothes for girls and boys. We've got some sportswear, we've got ballet. So all of those needs will be met if you come into Woolworths.
I love that. Maybe we could get our models through so you could talk through some of the things that we've got going. The school uniform. Oh my gosh, it's a curly hair for me. Okay, so here we have it. I love this one. We've got the blazers going, the classic grey skirts. What else do we have?
Yes, so we've got the lovely raincoats, and they've got some reflectors as well for safety. So if you can turn around, sweetheart, just to show the reflectors. And it's lined with polar fleece, so they're going to keep nice and snug, and it's also water repellent. Okay, and then in terms of our school jerseys, we've got them in black, navy and grey, with our long sleeve shirts and school skirts. Our shoes are reinforced. They've got reinforced soles, so they don't actually open up in the front.
Oh yes, that's important.
Yeah, and then just on the boys' side, we've got the blazers, we've got a very easy iron, easy wearing pants, and of course it's also stain resistant.
Important.
For the shoes, again, I mean, those are super comfy shoes. We really work on the comfort part of our footwear, so they can actually be easy throughout the day and do whatever little boys do.
Yes, which is just catch up to mischief every single day.
Absolutely.
No, I love it. Also love that the skirt's a bit longer so that she can also grow into it as she goes, right? Oh, look at them go, man. It is so adorable. So these are the back-to-school essentials that we need to have. Okay, awesome. Well, Kathy, let's get into conversation with you. You know, Woolworths definitely believes in quality. We know this to be sure, as well as innovation and sustainability. I wonder how you marry that all together with essentials like the back-to-school range that you have.
Very important that we actually marry all of that together, and we do this in partnership with our suppliers. So it's an absolute partnership that we have with our suppliers. And the most important thing when it comes to quality is that all our fabrics are tested. Now, they're all tested through independent laboratories. They're third-party laboratories, and the most important test that we do, they divide it into two different categories. The one is colour, the one is performance. And just to highlight two of the colour tests that we do, well, two of the most important is going to be the one for fading, because we know that the South African sun is pretty harsh. So whether the child is wearing the item or mom has left it on the line the whole day accidentally, we don't want those colours to fade. And then the other one is going to be the cross staining. So when you're wearing a navy blazer over a white shirt, when the child takes the navy blazer off, you don't want that white shirt looking navy. Okay, so very important that the colour doesn't actually run from one item into the next. When it comes to the performance of fabrics, some of the tests that we look at is going to be shrinkage. We certainly don't want our items over shrinking in length as also in width. The other one is abrasion resistance, and what that actually means is that there's wear and tear of an item, so the fabric itself or the fabric against another fabric, those would be areas such as the elbows, the inner thigh areas, or then also the underarm areas where there's a lot of friction happening. The other one is pilling. I'm sure we've all had the experience of those little fluffy balls on the surface of the fabrics, which we don't like. We might take a blade or a piece of sellotape to get rid of them. And then when it comes to our minimum construction guidelines that we give to suppliers, we refer to that as our Woolworths guardrails. Very important that our suppliers are on board with that to produce garments of superior quality. With regards to our trims, we ensure that our suppliers use the trims that we get from our Woolworths approved trim suppliers. When it then comes to innovation, just a couple of call-outs on that. We've got our sports socks, which have got an antibacterial finish on them for everlasting freshness. Our opaque tights has got a beautiful body sensor technology in it, which keeps the body warm during winter, cool during summer, and an added cotton gusset for just that extra comfort. When it comes to shirts and also to the pants, Chantal has alluded to as well, we want to make it easy for mom. We want to make it easy care, so minimum ironing, because I think most moms don't like ironing, and also the stain resist on the pants and on our skirts. So whether it be a grass stain, whether it be a food stain, that easily comes out. With regards to our raincoats, very important when it comes to kids being visible when the light is very low, so reflective strips go onto those. Inside our one of our rain jackets, it's waterproof, it's windproof. The seams are bonded with a polyester strip, which absolutely seals the seams so no water can come in.
Yeah.
And when Chantal takes you through the range just now, we've got our little lined jacket, which has got a moisture management toweling lining in it, so basically that absorbs perspiration. Then when it comes to sustainability, two of the big call-outs there is going to be our sustainable cotton. Now what that refers to is when cotton is grown, we want to reduce the amount of pesticides and insecticides used in that, very important, as well as the management of the soil, as well as the management of then the water that is used. And also very important that we ensure that the workers who are actually working in these fields are taken care of as well, very important. And then last but not least is our FSC viscose. That basically alludes to the forests that are grown, that they are used specifically only for the wood pulp, because viscose is made of wood pulp, and that they're not using forests which might be leading towards extinction or then ancient forests.
Right.
So it really is important that we know that the trees are grown as only for that purpose.
And I love that. It's the details that make the difference. Well,
Absolutely.
let's end off looking at the last look at the after-school activities, perhaps. Chantal, if we can quickly just run through these to make sure that we also sorted with those activities. Hello.
Okay, hello. Okay, so we've got Hamish here, and he's showing you what you could wear to your school sport activities, including, you know, physical training and physical education. So we've got the little golfer. He's wearing the compression top, and we've got the little bottom to show you as well. I mean, that is super cool. You could use that for rugby, soccer, you know, to keep the muscles all in check. And then we've got the little PT shorts, we've got the long knee-high socks, and those are the antibacterial finishes as well. And then we've got walkmates. That is a safe place for your feet to land in the walkmates.
Cute.
And then we've got this beautiful little ballerina, and she's wearing the little thank you, darling.
I love that.
The ballet dress. She's got the little ballet top, little wrap top, and that just to keep you warm while doing the little, you know, being the ballerina of your dreams. And then the little opaques and ballet shoes as well.
Beautiful.
We're extending our little ballet shoe range, so watch the space and even the little bag.
Cute. Well, you guys look absolutely adorable. Look at her go. What a ballerina. And thank you so much for joining us, kids, and as well as to Kathy and Chantal. Thank you for being here and taking us through all this goodness. Listen, back to school is happening quicker than we can think, but we're going to make the session simple with a range of beautiful pieces as well as practical essentials from Woolworths. And remember, everything is available in store, online, and even on the app, so get to shopping.